Good morning, adventurers! If you've been following along with the adventure, then you know that we have been living in this adorable little RV named Clementine for the past few years. We paid a whopping $4,000 for her, but we're thinking it might be time for a bit of an upgrade. This RV, on the other hand, is worth 200 times more than Clementine. So you could have 200 Clementines or one EarthRoamer LTi. Holy cow.
So yeah, this is an EarthRoamer. It is basically the fanciest RV that money can buy, and the price tag reflects that. This particular model will set you back about $850,000.
Is there any possible way that an RV can be worth $850,000? Well, that is what we intend to find out by the end of this video. We have driven a lot of RVs in our day, but not a single one of them has come even close to the luxuriousness of an EarthRoamer. So we always wanted to take one out, live in it, and actually see what all the hype was about, if it actually lived up to the price tag.
Make sure y'all hit the handy little subscribe button so you can see all the upcoming adventures that we're gonna have in our EarthRoamer.
Alrighty, well I guess let's go roam the earth. Well, come on, we got some earth roaming to do. You know, as beefy as this thing is, I figured it would be like a dually in the back and have 6 tires, but it only has 4. But I guess it's fine because the tire is freaking huge. Apparently these cost like 1,200 bucks a piece.
Yeah,
so we're gonna try not to
be
pop.
very careful, yeah.
Look how many bolts are in this thing. There's like 100 of them. Oh my God. Are you going to do the honors?
Yes, sir. I would love nothing more.
Can you handle this beast?
I mean, I feel like we've driven so many different vehicles at this point.
But nothing this expensive.
Nothing this expensive and nothing this heavy. Y'all, can you guess how much this thing weighs? 20,000 pounds.
That's actually the weight of 2 of our RVs. Put 2
Yeah.
Clementines together and you got 20,000
It's a
pounds.
little dicey stopping in her sometimes, so we're gonna have to be like, keep extra distance and stop very...
Let's just drive.
Yeah, let's just drive. Well, first of all, this truck might be the biggest truck I've ever gotten in my life.
You look like a little munchkin.
I mean, it's like over my head where I'm gonna, I don't know.
That's how you get that high ground clearance,
That's
right?
how you climb in like this and it's like rock climbing to get up in here. Well, this feels like I got into a spaceship or something. I mean, just so many buttons and gadgets and things. Like, look at these. Ooh, feel like a pilot, like ready for liftoff. Here we go. That's probably actually turning real lights on out there. But you can't beat a good old-fashioned key, huh?
Oh yeah.
None of that push to start baloney.
Whoa.
So much quieter than our diesel truck. So far, it's very chill. Doesn't really feel like I'm pulling 20,000 pounds. Do an ultimate turn test. Can I make this? All right, wow. Way more nimble than our pickup truck.
So this rig is built on an F550 front end chassis, so it is very heavy duty. In fact, it's super duty. It says so right here.
But that means that up front, you're gonna see all the classic features that you would see on any 2022 Ford truck of this level.
There's so many buttons and things, I don't even want to press half of them because I feel like one of them's gonna be like an ejector seat and shoot me out of this thing.
Not as smooth as I thought it would be. It is really rough, but I feel like that's kind of any diesel pickup truck.
Yeah, especially an
pretty...
off-roading vehicle,
Yes.
I think. It's got both the 12 volt and the 110 outlet. It's got the gigantic display, which seems to be standard on most new vehicles these days.
You obviously can't use a rear view mirror on this because there's a big camper back there. So instead they have a camera that gives you a live feed. So it's kind of like better than the real thing.
But that's not the only camera they have. They have a rooftop camera. So you can, how do I do this?
There you
Flick
go.
that little button and then it switches to a rooftop view so you can see if you're getting too close to something because this thing is 12 feet tall.
The heaviest and the tallest and the beefiest vehicle we've ever driven.
And not only that, it has a chassis camera. So that is literally a camera down below so you can see if you're gonna scrape anything or if there's some Bond villain that's just hanging out attached to the bottom of your...
Somebody just holding on for dear life.
But the best part is you get to flick these fancy little buttons here.
Yeah.
They just feel so good. So obviously when you're in this luxury range of RV, you are going to have a lot of bells and whistles and amenities and stuff like that. And we are going to explore all that in just a bit. But for now, the mountains are calling and we're in a freaking EarthRoamer. So we are going to be exploring the area northwest of Denver, and it is very mountainous, so we are just gonna head straight into that and find ourselves a little spot to hang out at.
Oh yeah.
We're really turning a lot of heads in this thing. There was this whole family that was in a truck that has like that thing that turns it into like a rail car. They were all waving at us. And I'm like, why are they waving at us? Oh, because we're in an EarthRoamer. Well, I'm honestly surprised that this thing doesn't have that functionality. Like, where's the button to have the little like railroad wheels come out?
Just that's how off-road we're going. We're turning into a train.
We just turned down one of the Forest Service roads, just trying to find a campsite for the night. It's not the craziest road, but it just gives you an idea of how well this thing would do off-road, assuming you don't tip it over. That's the key. As long as you don't do that, I think it's a very capable vehicle.
I will say, it is very silent going over this. If we go anywhere in the truck or Clementine that's even a little bumpy, it's so squeaky and loud.
Yeah, this is a very smooth ride.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we just kept on driving and driving, and I think we found one of the better spots. Check out this view. So this is what we are going to be waking up to tomorrow. Not bad at all, huh?
Snow-capped mountain peaks, 360-degree views of mountains. Yeah, I think this will do for our first night.
We are just outside the town of Nederland? I never really know how to pronounce it. We just turned off on a Forest Service road, and as you drive down it, there's a bunch of little spots, and some of them were taken, but we just kept at it, and we found one right at the end that is probably the best one, so we're feeling pretty good about it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it didn't quite need four-wheel drive, but you need very high clearance. And
yeah.
Luckily, we've got plenty of that.
We got that. We had no problems whatsoever. Y'all have to stick around because tomorrow we're gonna give you a closer look at all the really cool features that this thing has going on the outside.
So much stuff,
Yeah.
But for now, the sun is setting. It is getting a lot colder out here, so I think we're gonna go inside and get cozy and finally take a look at what's inside this beast.
Holy cow.
All right, that might be worth the price tag alone.
Yeah, that is rad.
So this is what luxury RV life looks like, y'all.
Yeah, and it is pretty dang nice. I mean, I really had no idea what to expect. I've never seen the interior of an EarthRoamer before, so this is just like first impressions. The first thing I noticed is that there is a lot of real wood.
And if y'all followed along with our RV build in Clementine, you know that we love us some wood.
Oh yeah.
All different shapes and sizes.
It is very spacious. I mean, it looks like a behemoth on the outside, so I'm not surprised, but it has got a lot of room to roam back here. Oh yeah.
We are obviously gonna have to show you all of the crazy amenities in here, and there are tons. But first, we need to do something about the level in here, y'all. This is us standing straight. So let's start with the first luxury amenity, eh?
So would you believe that this is how you level it? This is in the front cab. Each wheel has a little airbag under it, and theoretically I should be able to control this to like lift it up on whatever side needs lifted. What's that doing?
Oh geez, the wrong way, I think. Are you trying to topple us over? I feel like we're gonna roll off the mountain. That might be pretty close.
Well, that's the best that I can do. That's a lot better though.
I think that's it. We're standing up right now, right?
I'm afraid I'm gonna break that mechanism up there. I don't want to mess it up.
It feels real wild when it starts going up
Yeah.
and down, man.
But all right, let's take a closer look at the EarthRoamer LTi. So definitely the first thing you notice when you walk in is that the bar of quality is much, much higher than your average RV. All the woodworking is just super high quality. You can tell they just had like experts working on this thing. All the cabinetry is way better than anything I could ever do in a million years. Although Clementine's cabinetry looks good,
I
but
was about to say, I think we did a pretty good job.
I love that the cabinets have lights inside of them. This is actually what I intended to do in Clementine, but then when push came to shove, I didn't do any of that. I just made boring old cabinets. It was really hard. But yeah, you can just feel like the hinges here are super high quality. This little metal arm here is really great. Just all the lines, everything is perfectly spaced.
Another very high-end feature is that in the kitchen, as you can see, the cabinets have all this built-in framing. They designed these specifically with the plates and cups you're going to use in mind, and they all perfectly fit in here. They've got these nice wooden slats with foam in there so they're not rattling around when you're driving, nothing's breaking. And this is also something that we intended to do in Clementine. We actually bought a bunch of stuff to do it. We just never got around to it.
Because it was really hard.
It was really hard. We had figured out a lot of things, and at that point we were done figuring. Y'all know it is true luxury when they have a built-in custom wine cabinet.
Ooh,
Look at this. They have these like padded little areas perfectly spaced for wine bottles. And then up here, they have this thing. It's for the wine glasses. So this comes out, and then these all slide out and slide perfectly in.
So each wine glass has its own spot, and when you put that in there,
they get stuck in place and cannot rattle around.
That's an underrated feature because RV life usually does not involve glass wine glasses or glass cups of any kind because they will rattle around and break.
But check it, they even have little custom compartments for your wine opener.
Oh yeah.
Our host was so sweet. He gave us our own bottle of wine, which we will be drinking promptly.
Should I cut to like the classic slow motion sexy music type of thing while we open the wine?
Yes.
Let's do it. Well, I just noticed that the wine glasses have the EarthRoamer logo. That's pretty cool.
I mean, they just really thought of everything.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. The seating is also pretty dang fancy, y'all. I mean, this is a real leather couch, all custom made, and so are the bench seats. We wish we could do leather in Clementine. Cloth is a mistake. It gets really dirty and pills and it's nasty. And I know what you're thinking. This couch seems a little small, like there's not a whole lot of room to sit down. Well, check this out. Yes!
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's so huge!
Oh wow. Whoa.
It just doesn't stop! What the heck? Do these come up? Wait a second. Oh!
Oh.
Do these go down like that?
Maybe? Okay, well, we're gonna have to put in a little bit more time into figuring out how to use the couch, but yeah, it does that.
Oh my god, so instead of having a slide out, this has a slide in. That's when you know it's luxury. They took it and flipped it on its head, right?
Standing really awkwardly there.
I'm trying to be in the frame with the couch, like this.
All right. So EarthRoamers are spacious, they're fancy, but I feel like where they really shine is all the subtle little details and functionality. Need a little bit of extra privacy? They've got a built-in door window screen thingy. They have a flashlight conveniently placed above the door so you can grab it on your way out. But this flashlight is actually rechargeable, and to recharge it, all you do is put it back. There are two little contacts in here that charge it while it sits there. Told you, it's the little things.
They have these handy little interior light control panels, but not just here. They also have one here, up here, and even right here. So you're never more than a little boop away.
What did you do?
I think I started the car.
You did start it.
I did start it.
You can literally start the car from this panel, you guys.
Well,
How do you unstart it?
I don't know.
I think this should do the trick. There we go.
Anyway, the light switches are always really close to you.
In a typical RV, to turn on the overhead vents, you have to like reach up and press a button, and that's too much hassle. But EarthRoamer has simplified the whole process by basically making a wireless link with your mind. So all you have to do is think that you want it open. And then it opens. I can't believe that worked. No, they just have a remote for it. That's just fanciness for the sake of fanciness.
Sure is.
Of course, it has an inverter and a shore power hookup. So that means it has 120 volt outlets that you can use. It has not one, not two, not three, but 4 120 volt outlets. And they're all doubles, so it's actually 8 of them. And we've got an actual stone countertop. None of that Formica fiberboard type of crap. And if you thought it was lacking counter space, check this out. Whoa! Well, that's pretty freaking nifty, isn't it? Ooh, and this is nice.
Gosh dang, these struts are so beefy.
Holy cow, look at those. Oh my goodness, how did they even come up with that? We got something just like this in our rig. I thought it was really fancy when we installed it, but it makes it look like a complete piece of crap. Okay, well, next time we do a build, this is what I'm doing. It'll cost 10 times more, but hey, that's why the hefty price tag, right? This is what you're paying for. But we don't need counter space right now. It's not quiet. But damn, is it cool.
Y'all, they have a garbage disposal in here. Okay.
Oh my god.
Or a really angry ogre. That I have officially never seen in any other RV.
And yes, you might have noticed this weird contraption hanging on the wall. This is an espresso machine. It's a little too late for coffee though, huh?
Yeah, but they
Or is it?
freaking built that in, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, all the hardware is built into the wall behind this.
Doesn't get more convenient than that.
No.
It does have some kind of cheap elements like you're going to find in any other RV, in spite of all the very luxurious elements you've seen so far. One thing I notice in every RV is that you're going to have kind of sloppy caulk jobs. Wait.
I didn't say anything.
That didn't come out how I wanted it to.
Caulk jobs.
But there's always spots where they put the sealant on, and it looks like they kind of taped it off, but it always looks kind of imperfect. It captures dust and crud, and then over time it just doesn't look that luxurious and high quality to me.
And the backsplash in the kitchen has a bit of a cheap vibe to it. It looks like it might have just had some sticky stuff on the back and they just slapped it on here.
And in any other RV, I would give this a pass, but this one costs $850,000.
I would have thought maybe some tile or something like that.
I mean, you go off-roading, you might not want tile because it'll crack and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like there's something they could have come up with. The ceiling is also a little bit more kind of flimsy than I ever thought it would be. I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's kind of like come loose or delaminated or something, but it doesn't really feel like the most high quality thing on the planet. This happens in every single RV though. Give it enough time and the ceiling, whatever it's made of, will go blah. Except in our RV, because we use wood with glue and nails. That's not going anywhere.
So every single EarthRoamer is custom made, y'all, and they have been making these since 2003. They've made a little over 300 of them. So each one is going to be very specific to the owner's own
specifications.
Yeah, I was trying to look for another word.
They're very specific specifications.
Specific specifications.
I think they get it.
Yeah, so everything is going to be set up differently. All of the decor will be different. So in here, some things that we don't love, but maybe the owner does, is that there is only one cooktop. It's an induction top. I love cooking, so it's a little sad for me.
And you guys know in our rig, we installed a propane stove because we want real fire. And of course, they don't have propane on this rig. Everything's electric. So
Right.
That's kind of why they went with that, I think.
They also don't have an oven in here. Instead, they have this microwave that it doubles as a convection oven. So I guess you could bake in there. I've never used one of those, so I probably won't start in here just in case I make it explode. But I will say they have a very cool refrigerator, y'all. This thing is beefy.
Yeah, it just,
huge.
when you open it, it feels high quality.
Yes, and we have stocked it up. I'm so excited. We've got too many seltzers in there. It's gonna be a great trip. And like the cupboards, even the drawers are very custom. Check this out.
Look at that.
Every place for every utensil, y'all. So nothing rattles or rolls around.
I love it. Look at this adorable little drawer slide. I love it. It's so cute. Oh. And check this out. Even the cutlery is like EarthRoamer branded, custom made.
That's classy,
Nice
y'all.
job, EarthRoamer.
Yeah.
I'll give your cock a pass. I said caulk. C-A-U-L-K.
I'll give your cock a pass.
All right.
I said cock.
Woo-hoo-hoo! I found the brains of the operation. You can see a bunch of the electrics are under this booth here. Wow, man, they did some serious engineering to fit all this in properly. Man, this is giving me flashbacks to doing this on Clementine. Mine was like 1/100th the complexity of this, and it was still very complicated. Every little spot you lift has more electrical stuff running through it. Look, there's a whole fuse panel down here. There's a bunch of bus bars, data cables. There's a fork. What's that doing there?
I was looking for that.
That was probably a really important part of this whole setup. That's what was keeping this thing running. They have even more awesome features on this little control center here. So this is auto charge enabled. When you have that on, the engine will literally turn on when the battery gets too low and the alternator will charge it. You can also do the engine remote start right there. They have frost protection, which I believe that just keeps the tanks warm so that they don't freeze overnight. You can see your tank levels over here. You can control all of your lights. Basically, you control every single thing that has a switch in this RV. So the articulating sofa, the awning, the cameras, door lock, the counter that goes up and down.
In case you guys were wondering, yes, this rig does have a full bathroom. Well, sort of. It's a wet bath.
Was that a hiss?
I hate wet baths. I hate when a toilet gets wet and I can accidentally touch it with the back of my knees. No bueno. But it has a full-on shower in here. It has a cassette toilet, which we will probably go into a little bit later. They do have a curtain, I guess, to go across here to keep you from splashing out through this door.
Oh yeah, because you can actually open the closet and then this, and it latches together and gives you like a little compartment back there.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart.
And they actually even have real wood in here. So for all of you haters, when we were building out Clementine saying you shouldn't put wood in a bathroom, EarthRoamer did it, and they're super fancy, so are we.
Hey, our shower is held up, man. It's
Oh,
nice. It's nicer than this, I think.
I know, ours is so nice. But I love having the little medicine cabinet in here so nothing gets wet and it's all in here in its little place and can't roll around.
And they put piano hinges on every single door in this rig, and that is something that I will do in the future for any build we do.
So sturdy.
Yeah.
Now I'd like to play a game called Can You Find the Toilet Paper in Here?
It's not there. It's not back here. Is this open?
It does not.
Is it up there?
It's not.
Is it behind your butt?
No.
All right, where's the dang toilet paper?
It's down here.
Oh, well,
That's a fun little gizmo.
That's just clever. And it keeps it all waterproof?
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
What did you do?
Oh, no, I broke it. Okay, did I?
$850,000 and it's still an RV. Like, the more you use it, the more things break and you gotta fix it.
Yep.
Speaking of using it, bye-bye. You look like you need to.
Is this what I look like when I need to?
And as expected, they did a pretty good job with the storage on this rig. So yeah, there are a lot of places to put your stuff. That whole shot looked like we have a ghost or something. Isn't that what they do? They like open the cabinets.
Holster guys?
Yeah. Right near the front door, there are a bunch of drawers. The drawers are so deep we can put full backpacks in there. There's a closet in the back with some hangers so you can hang some coats, but it also has shelving that's kind of full right now. And there's even more storage beneath the bench seats. But I feel like latches like this are always a problem in an RV. No matter what, even if you pay this much for it, you're still gonna have problems with that.
Yeah, he actually has a bag of latches in here just in case they malfunction. We have the same ones in our Black Series because almost all of them have malfunctioned.
And yes, you may have noticed that there is a giant vacuum hose in this drawer. What could this be for? Let's find out! As soon as I get this thing to close. Come on now. Is there a freaking trick to this or what?
I'm just enjoying this.
Got it!
That's right, they have a vacuum built into the wall. Oh my god.
Now
Okay.
you've definitely never seen that in an RV.
Never.
No.
This is life-changing.
She's actually vacuuming. There's nothing in here. It's
It's
clean.
like little bitty things, y'all. I haven't had a vacuum in so long. I love it.
But that's not all. Let's say that you're not really in the mood for vacuuming. You just kind of swept everything up into a nice little pile. Now what do? Well, there's a fancy little vent right here. You just sweep it right into there. Come on.
But where does it go?
Only EarthRoamer knows that. This is where the features of this RV get a little bit insane. This thing is meant to go off-grid and to stay off-grid for as long as humanly possible. Would you believe that it has 3 water heaters? When you're driving, it actually uses the heat of the engine to heat a tank of water, so you immediately have hot water whenever you get to where you're going. This little control panel here also controls a diesel hot water heater. In addition to that, it controls a diesel just air heater as well, which we have just turned on. But there's a 3rd electric heater, so if you haven't driven it for a while, you don't have any diesel, you can still heat with electric. Now, of course, it's going to eat up a lot of your power. That's why it's kind of the last resort. But it's there if you need it. So if you need freaking hot water, you got it. Now that's luxury.
You got it 3 ways to Sunday.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, literally.
Yeah, I guess you forgot that you could say if you're on grid, you could hook up to electrical.
That's true.
But if you own one of these and you're hooking up to the grid, you're doing it wrong.
How dare you? Well, good morning, y'all.
Good morning, I'm here too.
Not a bad view to wake up to, huh? If you were looking this way, you'd see that there's a bunch of snow-capped peaks over there, and they're very visible today. It's a very clear day. And freaking warm. It's t-shirt weather out here. What the heck?
It's in the 50s, although tomorrow it is. Are we allowed to walk on this?
I was assured that we can walk on these solar panels, but I really don't want to break them.
What I was gonna say is tomorrow I think it's gonna start snowing, so we are soaking in the sunshine.
But speaking of the top of this rig, as expected, it is very, very well done. I mean, I thought we did a good job on ours, but this is done really well. So they have the kind of like raptor lining stuff all over the top, so it is very rugged, just like the rest of the vehicle.
It's so pretty. Our
Oh, yeah.
roof on Clementine is well sealed, but she ain't very pretty up there.
They have 4 gigantic solar panels. I'm not sure the exact wattage, but they're very big, so I'm sure it's pretty high.
Of course, they have the epic skylight that is meant for you to be able to walk out onto your roof to get even better views. Also, they have Starlink up here. There is no tree coverage here, so we are blazing fast.
But I really don't trust walking on these solar panels, so let's go back down to the ground.
I'm gonna like, go on the edges, right?
Yeah. Get back down below deck.
All right, bye.
Well, I mean, I have to go down there too.
Oh, okay. Come on, man.
They have installed some epic storage in the back of this EarthRoamer, but this is where the luxury aspect comes in. I told you guys, it's all the little things. Do you know how you unlock these? The same way that you unlock everything on this vehicle. One single button.
The car lock and unlock unlocks everything on this vehicle.
How did they even rig that up? I don't know.
1,
2.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a whole camping stove situation.
We didn't even know that was back there. So yeah, it has this epic propane pull-out camping stove, so you can just pull up and start cooking outdoors. This is just a storage compartment, so they have all the little bits and bobs, like a floor mat, air compressor hose, a little portable grill, stuff like that.
Sadly, there is a fire ban here, so we can't use any of it.
Doing any of that.
But like the interior, if you thought that was all the storage on this sucker, you were wrong. Bid wrong.
Check this out.
No, we haven't even opened this yet, y'all. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh, it just swings so easily.
And this whole hinge system is just built into this heavy duty bumper. They have really thought of everything. So the bumper's a little uneven right now, and I think that's because of the leveling. Maybe the bumper stays off kilter, I don't know.
Oh, our leveling might have made it so that we cannot open this.
So now this won't clear this thingy because we're unlevel. We did the whole leveling thing last night. So yeah, I guess we won't be looking at what's behind door number 3.
But there is a door up here that looks like it will open, and again, we have no idea what's back here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just classy.
That's some good storage back there.
EarthRoamers come in all different sizes and colors. With this one, they went with kind of the jet black, and I think it's a pretty freaking sleek look. You guys have already noticed that it's covered in kind of like this raptor lining stuff. And these are easily the nicest RV windows that I've ever experienced in my life. As much as I love our little hand crank Jalousie windows on Clementine, this completely puts those to shame. And to open it, you just do this. And it stays there.
Yeah.
And this is real glass, real double pane insulated glass. Okay, bye.
Bye.
And check this feature out. This is one of my favorite things. If you ever need to air up your tires in a pinch, they have 4 air compressor outlets built into this thing. So it's got its own air compressor. When you turn it on, it fills up. Then you just put this right in here, and there you go. You got air. How cool is that, you guys? So what do you guys think? Is there any universe where this vehicle is worth $850,000? Would you pay that? Leave a comment below and tell us, would you ever consider paying that for this vehicle?
But I guess the real question is, after having lived in it ourselves for a little bit, do we think it's worth it?
Probably not. But I mean, there is a world where I could see that this is the right RV for you. Well, let's say you had a lot of money and it was no big deal for you to spend $850,000 on one single object, then yes, this might be worth it.
Yeah, but there are a lot of other very capable truck campers out there that I think you could spend your money on and spend a lot less on and maybe have enough money to still retire.
Yeah, we took out a Tiger Bengal once, which is like the much, much lower end version of something kind of like this. And that's probably what we would get because they're still expensive, but they can go all the places this can go. They can do all the things this can do. Doesn't have a lot of those fancy bells and whistles, but come on, you can live without that stuff.
Now they do often sell pre-roamed EarthRoamers, which, you know, obviously somebody had previously used, and you can get those at quite a discount. And by quite a discount, I mean still over 500,000. I think I saw one for about 300K, and that was the cheapest one I saw. So if you want to sell your home and move into one of those and travel, it's not a bad idea.
Totally worth it. But yeah, we've got some more adventures to come in Colorado in our EarthRoamer home. We are not done with this thing yet. We're gonna squeeze our money's worth out of this thing and get as many adventures under our belt as we can. Plus, we freaking love it, you guys. If it wasn't $850,000, this is our favorite RV. We
mean,
just absolutely love living in it.
Yes, definitely worth renting it and taking it out because it is very cool. It's very nice to pretend like we are this luxurious.
Yeah, and of course, everyone you drive by is like, ooh, ah, and they're taking pictures of it, asking you about
We've gotten so many, yeah.
But all right, the mountains are calling. There's even more mountains that away. So that's where we're headed.
Let's go roam the earth some more.
Goodbye. You got to say the ending.
Goodbye, adventures!
That's what we do every time.
I don't know what is happening.
We'll see you on the road.